I'm Kronicz, and this is Crystal from the most extreme Wrestlemania. This is your Raw review for March 12th, 2012 from a sold-out arena in Cleveland, Ohio, 20 days away from Wrestlemania. So, Jerry the King Lawler comes into the ring and says that there's going to be a rock concert, but first there's going to be a Cena rap.
Right, so John Cena comes out in his old entrance, his old costume.
Basic Thuganomics from 2002.
That thing. And he says, like, he makes a little rap. He says Rock took his talent to the South Beach, like Kobe Bryant or somebody like that. He says, you know, Dwayne, like, the rap was good. He says, you know, Dwayne Johnson and The Rock, they're both jack-offs. Then he says, after April 1st, The Rock won't be making no more movies because you'll have to have work on your face, like just you had work on your boobies.
Oh, man, yeah, because see, the booby thing is great, because he actually had surgery, like, in 99 or whatever, and he was always wearing the shirt. But see, for me...
And then he says, you know, he's got nuts. He doesn't have balls, but he has nuts. He also peanuts.
But see, the gist of it is...
But it was good.
It was a good rap. It was good, you know, back from, like, 2002, the ruthless aggression thing and all that. I really liked the rap, you know, it was very old school. It's not like John Cena has completely lost his ability to do stuff. It's just that he's moved on, he's evolved. And I gotta say this, you know, if Cena would have just continued to do the raps from 2002 to now, people would be bored of it. Since there's been a big break, everybody pops for it. So it was nice.
And
blast from the past. Sometimes they actually give us the things that they show us.
How many times did Cole say it was attitudinal?
About 4 or 5 times.
And why is this incorrect, Kronicz?
Because the Attitude Era was dead far before 2002.
Okay.
You could say the Attitude Era died at WrestleMania 17 in 2001. You could say it was when the WWE logo came, but... that all happened before John Cena came out and started being that. Because John Cena, with the whole rap gimmick, that was right in the thick of the ruthless aggression. It's a different era.
There you go. Completely
different.
Not attitudinal.
Which is not a word.
Actually, it is a word.
Attitudinal?
Yeah.
Wow. So, 2002, 2012, that was 10 years ago. So that was nice seeing that little blast from the past for one night.
Yeah. So then Vicky comes out and he's, excuse me, the roars were deafening of the booing, and then Dolph comes out.
Pink tights Dolph. He's got the pink shirt and the pink tights.
And he's got longer hair now, so his cuteness factor is increasing. So
even though it's slicked back?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
And then, so now we have Dolph versus Sheamus. It was a good match. It was incredibly long.
Yeah, because, okay, John Cena's thing was only 5 minutes. Right?
Or less.
Yeah. Usually you have like a 20-minute opening segment or whatever, so they decided to spill this over into the match, which was weird, because usually we're used to seeing like a 5-minute match.
Or less.
Yeah, like average. So it was weird seeing such a long match. But
yeah, Dolph did this thing where he went into the ring, came out the other side.
Which was funny.
Sheamus, like, hurt his back on the table.
Yeah, Dolph threw him against the table, and he got like this mark, and you can see it if you rewatch it. I mean, that's probably due to Sheamus being so incredibly white that things show up more on him. It may have not been that bad. It's probably just a little scrape.
Probably.
But it looked pretty devastating.
Okay. And then in the middle of the match, we cut to Captain Boring and AJ sitting in their box seat.
You mean Daniel Bryan, the World Heavyweight Champion?
No, I mean Captain Boring. We've discussed this. That is my name for him. He is sitting in the skybox or something, watching Sheamus.
He helped sell out the arena.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And this is where I got offended because I didn't watch SmackDown or wherever this started.
You never watched SmackDown.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, because now we have AJ, the battered woman in the abusive relationship.
Battered housewife, pretty much.
And I was a little offended.
I was offended of it. Because that's beyond being a heel. That's just wrong.
That's just too much, and I think it makes light of real bad situations, which, I mean, it's like, there's just way too many of them.
Like, you want to escape from reality, and you don't want to watch a storyline where you have a wife, or like a girlfriend that's being verbally abused on television.
Which totally happens in real life way too much. So,
yeah.
It's too close to home, man. I mean, not
is it
in my home.
Is it too close to home?
No. But I'm just saying, like, I have friends and stuff that, you know, have dealt with that. So it's just like, it's, you know.
So as Dolph tries to weasel out of the little backbreaker and everything, that doesn't even happen. But a bro kick and kaboom, Sheamus wins. And I mean, you should have saw this coming because Sheamus is the World Heavyweight, or he was the Royal Rumble winner, and he's going for the World Heavyweight title. So he's got to look strong. Unfortunately, Dolph had to be the brunt of the loss. Sad to see him losing a match like this, especially going into WrestleMania with, man, I just want to see him do so good, but I can wait.
So then they have a promo for the team general manager versus the team general manager
at
match,
Wrestlemania. We find out that's on WWE.com.
Learned about, which that's stupid.
Yeah, that like broke today or yesterday. They were talking about that whole situation. It came up on the internet. I guess it got leaked before they wanted to do it, so they want to throw it out here.
Stupid.
Yeah, but at least I guess some people get on television at WrestleMania.
True. They gotta have one giant group match.
So, the United States Champion Santino comes out.
Who is, like, really popular, and he comes out with Akuna, or whatever her name is.
Oksana.
Okay, that wasn't a purposeful mess-up. I don't have a problem with her. I just couldn't remember her name, so I wrote Akuna.
Yeah, the girl who, like, botched the elbow drop. Versus Otunga.
Blech.
So, we find out that Santino is the team captain of SmackDown, or Long, or whatever, and Otunga is captain of the team for Laryngitis for WrestleMania. So this storyline is getting just hammered in. Like, the storyline's been happening, but the actual build-up for the match at WrestleMania, boom, out of nowhere. So, you have John Laryngitis getting mixed. They're gonna have a mixed tag because Oksana's out there, but then, no, all of a sudden Johnny's like, no, this is a handicap match, and here comes Mark Henry. So the randomness keeps going on. And
then Michael Cole holds up a John Laryngitis fan. I was like, it was like a hand fan.
Yeah, they had that last week. Teddy Long starts getting like an altercation with John Laryngitis, like pushes him down or whatever. And Oksana, like when Teddy came out, he like got Oksana to get off of ringside. Like she couldn't have figured that out. It's like, Mark Henry's gonna come down or something. It's like, girl, maybe you should move out of the way. She should take like a hint from Eve in the whole Kane situation.
And AJ didn't move out of the way of the Big Show.
That's true.
All these girls just
bunch
don't
of
know to
doofuses.
move. Speaking of doofuses, well, I guess we should say who won and stuff.
Mark Henry, World's Strongest Slam. None surprised. Well, I actually am a little bit surprised that Mark Henry won a match. He's been losing a little bit.
Sure. Alright, so he wins. Now then we go to, speaking of doofuses,
Kofi Kingston comes out and saves, but no, World's Strongest Slam, and then R-Truth. There was some randomness after that, too.
Oh, really?
But yeah, they got beat up. Everybody got beat up. Everybody got beat up.
Okay, then can I talk about my doofuses?
Otunga, Mark Henry do the beatdown.
No? Okay.
They do an announcement of Team Johnny, and they're going to be on there or something. And I guess
I think I fell asleep during that part.
You did fall asleep during Raw. I couldn't believe it.
I did. I was really tired. This time change thing was killing me.
Sucks.
Anyways, I woke back up eventually. But I did see, right before I drifted off to sleep, or I guess when I was waking up and drifting, I saw this extra interview with some divas acting like retards.
What?
Like the extra.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
With the Maria Canal?
Yeah.
And
of course, they pick like the 3 dumbest girls, and they're like, we don't even wrestle, we're just picking our outfits.
Oh,
and doing our nails and stuff.
I wasn't even going to talk about that.
It was awesome.
I tried to skip that. Say that The Miz is going to be on the PSYCH show.
Yeah.
So, hooray for that.
Well, the side guy is on Raw. He was there.
Well, yeah, but they said The Miz is going to be on the show.
Yeah, but then they had the guy on
Yeah, but that was later.
Oh, I fell asleep between that and that. This is the portion where I was sleeping. Go ahead.
I can't handle this. Okay. So, Zack Ryder asked Eve backstage. He's like, so what are you playing with me? I mean, what's going on and everything? And then she's like, no, we can be like friends with benefits. And I guess Zack is okay with that. And then Beth comes up, and I swear, I didn't even know it was Beth. Because, like, I know, I should know, but when she was in her little dress and not in her ring gear, and she had the flower instead, I get confused, because she has so many different outfits. Because remember, she was Divas of Doom or something?
Yeah, she always looks like a crazy glamazon person, and then she looks all cutesy girly. It's really confusing.
I get confused. But anyways, she asked, since I'm a heel, maybe I can play him too. And then it's like, Eve acts like she's offended by this, and she's like, nah, he's mine. So I don't know what they're doing with that. I'm sure they're trying to swerve us in some ridiculous fashion, but yeah, that was that. And Eve was like, no. So now we got Johnny and the Miz, and here comes James from PSYCH or whatever.
Here we go. I wrote that down. I was awake for that.
Alright, so go ahead.
Just that the guy was there, and they're like, Miz is like, why am I not in WrestleMania? And then Laryngitis is like, well, I don't know, I don't have to have a reason, but you have a match, and if you win, then you get to go in there.
And you get to announce the match too. For Miz and Punk tonight, you get to be the announcer.
Oh, that random guy?
Yeah, the James from PSYCH.
Yeah. Okay. So,
all of a sudden.
Yeah, because the Miz finds out it's against Punk, and he's like, oh no.
Ugh, poor Miz. But anyways, so all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after all these weeks of not seeing him, boom! Somebody call my mama! is Brodus Clay. So Brodus Clay is going to squash somebody. And I made a prediction it's going to be a 50-second match, but I should have known with Jinder Mahal coming out there, it wasn't going to last too long at all. It was only 26. Did I?
You said with Jinder Mahal coming out, it wasn't going to last too long at all.
Wow, I didn't even notice that. But 26 to 27 seconds, this match is done. Brodus Clay squashes him, and then they dance before the match and after the match for an extended amount of time, which,
I
whatever.
I asleep during that part, too.
I liked it. Brodus Clay makes me laugh. I don't care if his character is stupid.
I like
it's
it.
funny.
I like it, too.
And people love it. People love it.
People do love it.
In the crowd. So, Shawn Michaels is coming out as I wake you up for make sure that you are totally awake.
For good. Crystal is no longer drifting in and out of consciousness. She actually
Shawn
woke
Michaels
up.
is there, yeah!
Shawn Michaels was there, except Shawn Michaels looked really pudgy today. I think it was just a shirt. But I also did notice that I think someone else dressed him because he had his hair like fixed instead of just ponytail style, and he was not wearing weird stuff.
Like camo and unmatching clothes.
Yes.
He was wearing an Under Armour shirt and like
he
pants.
went back to having somebody dress him, to which we say thank you, Shawn, because other people need to dress you for the rest of your life. Even though I love you, it's just gotta happen. And so he promos the match. Like, this wasn't that, his part alone wasn't that exciting.
Well, he's like, they're saying I'm the loser. I went in the back. And people didn't say I was a loser. The fans don't say I'm a loser.
Yeah, he promos the match. He shows a clip from last week, and he's wondering why he's saying he's a loser and stuff. And even though I like Shawn Michaels, I really like The Undertaker, and I really like Triple H, I cannot get into this.
I know, you can't get into the match.
I can't. I'm not
I was sold when they said Hell in the Cell.
And I don't understand the psychology of the Hell in the Cell.
But we need to make a special video.
We're going to make a special video about this because I think it's all stupid.
I think I can explain to you, I can convince you that this is going to be cool.
And I think that you can't. Because it's a box.
It'll make it good. Anyways.
People fall off of.
No one's going to fall off of it. Them guys are too old. But.
Fall off of it and then bitch about it for 30 years. Anyways, Mick Foley. Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, as we move on, he says someone's missing from this equation. Gong, here comes The Undertaker. Walking out very slow.
This part was good. But
no, go ahead.
Oh, I'm good. Okay. So Shawn Michaels is like, hey, you talking behind my back. And then Taker is like, are you repeating my words or words chosen for me by Triple H? And I'm like, duh. And then, Taker's like, you gotta let your insecurities, leave them alone, leave them out of this.
Leave them at the door.
And then Shawn Michaels is like, you're in search of validation. So they're both talking about each other's insecurities, which is really kind of odd. And then Taker says, I'm not gonna accept you sticking your ego in this. The outcome has got to be pure. It must be a pure outcome. If it isn't, there's gonna be hell to pay.
It can't be skewed.
And then it kind of goes on along this nature. And I noticed, because I was like looking down, that they sound really similar, because they're both like big dudes, they have deep voices, and they have Texas accents, and they sound a lot alike.
You should have been paying more attention.
I was paying attention.
But see, he says that Triple H beat the crap out of you, Undertaker. He beat you so bad. I mean, he did everything but actually pin or make you submit. So he's quite sure that this year Triple H is going to put him down.
And then he says, and Shawn Michaels is like, isn't it ironic that you ended my career, now I basically have the chance to end your streak and end your career?
That was an interesting dynamic to me.
It was an interesting dynamic.
But it doesn't sell you on the match.
No.
Oh.
I wasn't impressed last year. Why should it be any better this year?
No, you didn't like that match.
I didn't.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm sorry.
Because it wasn't a high-flying match.
It did. I don't get it.
But anyway, so, he's going to end the streak. Said all that. Triple H comes out and Shawn Michaels is leaving. What?
Well, because there was like a kind of an important moment, because Shawn Michaels tries to leave, and the Taker's like, no, you can't leave.
I was just saying that.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't you just hear me say, and Shawn Michaels tried to leave, and Triple H came out?
No, Triple H was after that.
No, he left, and Triple H was at the entranceway waiting for him.
Yeah, but that was after Taker caught him.
Oh, yeah, he grabbed his head. But that's not what you said.
Yes, I did.
You were talking about Triple H.
No, I wasn't. Taker grabbed Shawn.
I know what you think.
And then, no, you don't. And then Shawn gets loose, and then comes back and pats him on the shoulder, and then he leaves.
So once
and
again,
then there's Triple H.
So once again, everybody's treating the Undertaker like he's insignificant. Basically, they're always like, "Oh, Undertaker, I'll put you to sleep," and then Shawn Michaels is like, "Oh, well, Triple H is gonna beat you, old man," kind of thing. So, anyways, now it's over. As
No.
Well, as I didn't forget, does the crotch chop.
There you go.
Bam! So now, move on to the site guy. He's going to announce The Miz and Punk as he does. And they have their match, right? CM Punk's the champion. Anaconda Vice. This is what I don't get. It looked like to me that The Miz's foot was on the rope, but apparently it was not, as they did not even address it, and The Miz taps out. Chris Jericho instantly comes on the Titantron and starts saying something, for the first time, different. I have had a problem with this feud because I felt that it was kind of lame because all they've been saying is, I'm the best in the world. No, I'm the best in the world. And you know what I mean. As we've covered that, throughout the weeks. So now, all of a sudden, something finally new has been interjected into the storyline.
Even though it's not really new.
Well, for the WWE audience, it's pretty new.
It's new.
It's newer.
Yeah, because
it's new enough.
Because Jericho gets on there and he's like, hey, I found out why you're straight edge. You're
deep
straight
secret.
Edge because your dad's an alcoholic. And you're going to be an alcoholic too because it's hereditary. And I was like, man, this is kind of hardcore.
Yeah, and like the fans were like, oh. Everybody on Twitter was like, oh.
And then he's like, you want to drink so bad. And like he keeps going on and going on, which that could be something that would be offensive to people. But anyway.
I was waiting on him to say the Jerichoholic thing. But
I know. He never said it.
He could have said that.
And so he's like, not only am I going to make you lose, I'm going to make you drink. I'm going to make you hit rock bottom. And then you're going to take that drink. And then you're going to be done. And
his dad.
Your dad was the alcoholic.
He's going to be a pathetic damn drunk now.
Yeah, and then Punk leaves all devastated.
See, and I wouldn't have said that I thought the storyline was lame and it could have been a lot better if I didn't have reasons, to say that it could be better. And, one of the reasons that I haven't said, but I'll tell you now, is that I think they could have made it better with CM Punk and Chris Jericho is, why wouldn't, and I guess he could do it now, but why wouldn't CM Punk come out there and say, hey, Chris Jericho, you know how, Chris Brown has been talking crap and everything, and, he hit a woman and all that, and I don't like that? Well, I seem to remember you, Chris Jericho, hitting a woman fan after a WWE event. It's on YouTube. Look it up. It's like Chris Jericho hits a woman fan.
Make the whole company look bad.
It happened.
But it'll make the whole company look bad.
Okay, but he could have said it in a way that...
No.
The only people on the internet would have got it. He could have, made a slide comment.
Guess.
Yeah, he could have said something that's like, oh, well, we know how you and your female fans are after the show. No one would have got that.
But anyways, and then what we thought was interesting about this whole your dad's an alcoholic storyline is that it's an old storyline from Ring of Honor. Oh, look at me. Look who knew something about Ring of Honor because she looked it up on Wikipedia. So, if that was wrong...
You know about Ring of Honor?
Oh my god.
Wow, you're like the smartest wrestling fan ever. God.
I know. I
could never... you're never wrong now.
I just put a little disclaimer here, because if that's wrong, it's Wikipedia's fault, not mine.
Always trusty Wikipedia. So now, we have our main event match. Oh,
this sucked.
Orton versus Jack Swagger. As we all talked about on Twitter about how Jack Swagger, 2 years ago, won the World Heavyweight title and the Money in the Bank, and has always sucked and always will. And he won the U.S. title, and he defended it 0 times and lost it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he fumbles...
everything.
Yeah.
So, RKO to you, and you lose as the
that
ring
match
post...
went on for way too long.
I know, right? And then the post catches on fire, and we're all like, where's Kane? But there is no Kane.
Psych. Kane's nowhere. Psych.
As we get the fourth time attitudinal, which I still don't believe is a word.
It is a word.
Anyways, rock concert. So,
this was awesome.
I thought about this. Alright, now, you know how the very first thing that we saw was the Cena rap, right? And I was thinking, man, if The Rock comes out now, right after the rap, the fans are going to boo The Rock. But they waited to the end, so they kind of forgot, the intensity level went down. So, I think that putting it at the end was a brilliant idea because the fans have cooled off, and now they can see something else. Because I was afraid because Cena's thing went over so well. I was afraid that The Rock's thing may not go over so well with the fans.
But The Rock's thing, I thought, was better than Cena's thing.
The fans in the arena thought so, absolutely for sure.
I know. I like watching The Rock work the crowd. I mean, he's a
genius.
He's like, everybody chant Cleveland, and they're like,
I know. Like, The Rock can do anything. He can tell the fans to do anything.
I know. Like, I swear, if The Rock, like, walked into an arena and was like, everybody take off your pants, like, you'd see, like, 18,000 naked butts.
They would.
For real?
They would. So,
just saying.
So, I think the song that he kept playing was Jailhouse Rock.
I don't know.
Jamming to the Jailhouse Rock.
Maybe.
I think that's the song. But anyways,
I'm not convinced on that.
Well, he made fun. First of all, he mentioned that they're in a sold-out arena in Cleveland, and that's like the largest crowd or whatever. He compares Vanilla Ice.
He didn't compare. He said that John Cena is the product of Vanilla Ice banging a Teletubby.
Yeah, and
that
then
was not a comparison.
It is a comparison.
No.
And so he showed the product, with Cena on the Titantron.
That was funny.
So he does like 3 or 4 different songs, which were all funny.
Yes.
And oh my God, he had notes and he had words in front of him so he could read. He sucks. But anyways.
So I have some highlights from the song.
Okay, do the highlights.
Okay. So first he talks about, like, the first song was kind of generic, but then he got into funnier stuff. He says, I saw John Cena kissing Eve. He was having the time of his life. I guess he didn't tell her he's got a wife.
Oh, that was good. And then
he's like, the divorce lawyer's right around the block.
Yeah, David Otunga.
That was so funny. And he's like, oh, these are all true stories. So it was just like a funny anecdote. And then he talks about when he was born, the doctor said check the parts because little Johnny Cena ain't got lady parts. He's got lady parts.
Can't believe you wrote all this down.
And then, because it was funny, it made me laugh. And then he says, this is a song for the grown men that are John Cena fans. You're a walking virgin and you're 42 and you dress like Kirk and Spock. I was like, yeah, Star Trek reference.
So you're like that?
Yeah.
And but you don't have a Cena shirt.
No, I don't.
I don't have a Cena shirt ever.
He says, this is a song for the women at home. He says, and he sings, he's talking about how he's going with roses and wine. He's like, getting with The Rock is the bomb. You can just ask Cena's mom. And he talks to what else he says that she can barely walk, but we're all gonna rock or something.
So then, finally, after everything, and he's like doing his whole thing, finally he does his final song.
Has come back.
Yeah, well, he does all that, and then he's gonna do like the
big end of the night song.
They're gonna do "We Will Rock You," which honestly the crowd
didn't get into.
Yeah,
so
like
much.
It was too confusing because it's like, what do we say, huh? And then there was a bunch of lyrics on the screen. It was like too much, and then they were supposed.
The crowd was confused.
Yeah, they were confused. They were having a good time, but I think if they would have ended it before that. On the last song they did before this.
I mean, I think if they just would have stuck with regular "We Will Rock You" lyrics. Would have been alright.
Yeah, they did change it a little bit.
Not change the lyrics. I think it would have been okay.
But
I don't know.
It was
still good. The
fine.
crowd was just like, I don't know what to say.
But finally, at the end, when they did like their final thing, it came off as good. So I mean, it turned out good. Very entertaining Raw with 20 days to WrestleMania.
Except for the part I slept through. That part wasn't that entertaining.
Yeah, because you were asleep. So.
But the beginning, the end was really, really good. The beginning was good.
Oh, so I can't wait till next week. It's gonna be awesome.
Woo!
Yeah!